Hi everyone, welcome to my couch. In 2020, those of us who work from home saw a lot of our couches and our dining room tables. And maybe if we were lucky, we might have even seen our home office a few times.
Dad, my class starts in 30 seconds. Can you work in the closet or something?
Sure, honey. Basically, our office became any free spot we could find. Meanwhile, a lot of us never stopped going to work. Retail workers, construction workers, hospital staff, restaurant employees. So many people have worked on site throughout the pandemic, and all these workers had to find new ways to connect with their remote coworkers and to stay safe on the job. It hasn't been easy, but we've developed new habits. We've learned new skills to help us manage the way that life spills into work and work pushes up against life. And we've relied on technology to allow us to be there even when we're far away. We also need to be able to seamlessly switch devices without breaking the flow of a meeting, like right now. I'm going to transfer this call from my PC to my phone. Perfect. This is a great trick when the dog needs to go out or you just need to fold some laundry during that monthly budget review. And the call transfer is so seamless that nobody on the call even knew I switched devices. A lot of us will keep working from home at least part of the time. But as the world opens up, a lot of us will head back to the office too. Some work travel will pick up again. Kids will go back to school. Some of them will stay remote or do some hybrid version of both. We've got a lot to work out. But here's what's clear. There's just no going back to our pre-pandemic reality. Physical spaces will always be important, but we just can't rely on them or on being together in person the way that we used to. We think of 2020 as the year that work moved home, but in reality, it's the year work moved to the cloud. And in a world where we will work from home, in the office, and everywhere in between, we'll need cloud-powered solutions to keep up. Oh, it's time for my staff meeting. I think we all know that as we head back to the office, things will be a little different. Desks will be 6 feet apart, and there's going to be a lot of hand sanitizer. Lots of organizations are already making even bigger changes, like eliminating personal workspaces or even reducing square footage. I think of it this way. Over 80% of managers around the world say they expect more flexible work from home policies post-pandemic, and more than 70% of employees say they expect to take advantage of them. So we can anticipate some pretty significant changes. For a look at the digital tools we're using to navigate this hybrid world today, let's start with my favorite, Microsoft Teams. When the pandemic first hit, it immediately changed the ways that people worked. We saw more video meetings, longer workdays with more frequent breaks, and more activity in the meeting chat room as people found new ways to contribute. And it was all happening in Teams. Teams usage jumped to 115 million daily active users, while Microsoft 365 users around the world generated more than 30 billion collaboration minutes in a single day. And we worked hard to keep up. In 2020, we introduced more than 100 new features in Teams. Here are a few highlights. Large Gallery lets you see more colleagues at the same time with up to 49 video feeds. And there's Together Mode, a unique meetings experience where everyone is together in a virtual shared space designed to help reduce meeting fatigue. To help people focus on what's most important during a meeting, we created Dynamic View, which lets you control who shows up alongside content as it's shared. And virtual breakout rooms enable organizers to easily create subgroups in meetings or classes for smaller, more focused discussions. In addition to those experiences, I'm extremely excited that I can now also connect and share documents with customers and partners as easily as I can connect and collaborate with people inside my organization. Microsoft Teams Connect enables you to share channels with people outside your organization, breaking down walls between organizations so you can collaborate seamlessly with external partners. The magic of Teams is the unique combination of meet, chat, call, and collaborate. It's the only app that does it all and offers a platform for business process. It's a one-stop shop for the work I do on my own and share with others, and the work I do with others in meetings. And if I missed a meeting, I can easily catch up with the recording and transcript, or just follow the chat. And Teams opens up collaboration between frontline and knowledge workers, before, during, and after meetings. All of this innovation has been key to collaboration in a work-from-anywhere world. But it's not enough. We need meeting rooms to make everyone, whether they're in the room or across the world, feel right in the center of the action. In addition to being sustainable and accessible for everyone, office buildings will need to be digitally connected and built for ad hoc, natural collaboration with people in the office, working from home, or connecting even from the factory floor. Another thing that's changed over the past year, presentations and virtual events. This used to be my life.
Welcome, Jared Spataro.
And don't get me wrong, I can't wait to hop up on stage to connect with an in-person crowd again. But these days, I'm talking to customers and doing presentations from home, or creating in-studio recordings for events that audiences will watch at home. And all day long, my teams and I are presenting to one another in teams. We're missing the cues that we used to get from people being in the room. We've all had that experience where we're squinting at a presenter's content or missing a joke because we can't see the expression on their face. Standout is a Teams feature that brings the presenter in front of the content they're presenting in a more natural way. Here, I'm in a meeting, and as I go to share my screen, there's an option for presenter mode. From here, I can still choose to only present my content, but now I can overlay myself on the content. Then as I begin to present, all of the remote viewers will see a visual of me overlaid on top of the content. This experience helps me create a much stronger connection with the audience as they can see the content while also reading my body language, like my energy and facial expressions. Teams works great for all sorts of internal meetings, but one gap we've been working on is creating effective structured meetings, often called webinars, with people inside and outside of your organization. I'm happy to let you know that gap's been filled. With the new webinar experience in Teams, I can host large meetings and events, whether guests are internal, external, or any combination of the two. People can register for events, get attendance data and reports, and use rich presentation features to deliver interactive virtual events for up to 1,000 attendees. You can also seamlessly scale to a broadcast of 20,000 attendees. Flexible work clearly is here to stay, and we know that moving forward, we'll need to empower people to work, learn, and collaborate from home, in the office, and anywhere in between. For meetings, this means some people will be attending in person and some remotely. And we want everyone to feel like they're in the center of the action. Meeting rooms were originally created to facilitate in-room collaboration. So joining a meeting as a remote user could kind of make you feel like you were on the outside looking in. Microsoft Teams rooms, like the one behind me, are today's state-of-the-art conference room experience, though. Designed for equitable meeting experiences where everyone can be seen and heard clearly and participate fully, no matter where they join from. With more people working from home than ever before, making sure rooms are video enabled helps everyone to feel included. In the room, you can choose from a standard gallery view where everyone's separated by grid lines, or one of our layouts like Together Mode. In fact, they're even using a custom Together Mode background to bring everyone together in a unique way. Whether your room has one screen or two, our screen layouts allow you to simultaneously see both shared content and the online remote attendees. In this room, we're using a Surface Hub 2S as our second content screen. And Teams rooms like this are also equipped with premium microphones and speakers to ensure that everyone can be heard clearly. To optimize the online view, this meeting room camera can automatically frame attendees and then follow the active speaker. As a remote participant, it's often hard to know who's speaking in the room. This spring, we'll introduce intelligent speakers for Teams rooms, which enable speaker-attributed transcripts for the people in the room. Using advanced speech recognition powered by Cortana, it can also identify active speakers in the room and apply their name and profile picture next to their transcripts. Pretty cool, huh? One of the interesting things we've seen with people working from home is managing side conversations during a meeting via chat. With Meeting Chat, it's easy to provide additional context, share insights, opinions, and links to helpful resources, all in parallel to the meeting without disrupting the presenter. We predict this behavior will persist long beyond when people return to the office. We've seen exponential growth in real-time document collaboration over the past few months as everything has gone digital. But we know that we still need to crack the code on virtual creativity. When it comes to things like brainstorming and innovation, people are still missing being in a room together. The great thing about digital whiteboards is that everyone can participate in real-time brainstorming, and we're seeing a lot of growth in this space. For the conference room, there's no better device for this type of work than the Surface Hub 2S. For people in the room, they can choose to ink directly on the Surface Hub, Or they can join the meeting from their phone or laptop as a companion device, where they can draw on the same whiteboard from within the meeting experience. Remote attendees can see real-time inking from others in the meeting and can also contribute themselves. This truly makes for a collaborative meeting experience where everyone can contribute to creative thinking on the whiteboard, not just the person standing by it. What's most exciting about this is that it's all available today in Microsoft Teams rooms. But now let's talk about the future. I see a world where screens of all sizes become windows to reach teammates and collaborators all around the world. We already have some of this technology today. For example, you can already project experiences from your personal device onto a larger screen using casting. And we're bringing casting to Microsoft Teams rooms in the coming weeks. But imagine a future where this experience is instantaneous, and you can share content on any screen. One day, while I'm walking down a hallway just like this, I expect I'll be able to bring up a remote colleague simply by saying their name. Hey Marissa, are you there?
Hi Jared, what's up?
Oh, nothing. In fact, I better get back to my session.
Okay, bye I guess.
It'll be that easy, just like walking over to their desk. But let's talk about what meetings will look like in the future. Meetings experiences will only continue to get richer with both technology and meeting space innovation. At Microsoft, we're designing a future for flexible work, and that includes how we're thinking about our physical spaces. Let me show you some of our thinking and share our vision for what we think the future of Teams meeting rooms could be like. We have a team of researchers here in Redmond, the UK, and around the world studying and prototyping new meeting spaces to learn what works in a flexible work world. Let's take a look.
The future of work will be fluid, dynamic, and cloud-powered, with experiences that allow us to be there from anywhere at any time. With meetings that you can join seamlessly, that bring us together, that are inclusive, where every voice is heard and everyone clearly represented. We see a future where meetings are immersive and spaces are designed around people, bringing everyone together around the same virtual table, even if they're not in the room, and dynamic meeting views that keep everyone connected to the content and each other, where formal presentations are paired with collaborative chats. Digital canvases unleash group creativity, and everyone can connect face-to-face wherever they are. Meetings of the future will be more intelligent, so you can disconnect when you need to, knowing AI-powered tools have got you covered with follow-ups and action items. Our vision for meetings is grounded in a simple belief. They should offer so much more than a one-time transaction. With intelligent tools and experiences that you can access before, during, and after, meetings of the future will be designed for everyone, whether they're in the room or across the world.
So that's the meeting of the future, fluid, dynamic, and cloud-powered, where everyone feels included, engaged, and empowered to bring their best ideas. I want to close where I started. We're designing experiences to empower people in a work-from-anywhere world, so they can work, learn, and collaborate from home, on the go, in the office, and from the manufacturing floor. Everything you've seen so far today gives you the digital scaffolding that you can use to navigate this hybrid work world, and it'll get you pretty far. With Teams, we built the tools that form an organizing layer for helping people get work done from anywhere. But those tools alone just aren't enough. Business leaders need ways to foster trust, build social capital and culture, and to assure that everyone is connected. That's what Microsoft Viva, our employee experience platform, is all about. It builds right on top of Teams so that people can find everything they need right in the flow of their work. There are tons of resources online to learn more about Viva, so I hope you'll check those out. Well, that's all we have for you today. I look forward to working alongside you as we reimagine the future of work together.
Dad, I need the living room.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.